Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. We're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets beat the Philadelphia 76ers 124 to 96. Denver did win the season series 2-0 after winning this game because they won the game before this one. And that was a good one. They went into overtime. It was a 1 point game win by the Denver Nuggets, but this one not so much. Philly goes to 37 and 32, 17 and 16 on the road. Denver go to 42 and 27, 19 and 13 at home. Denver won the first quarter 38 to 22. They won the second quarter 34 to 18, and then they lost the third quarter 31 to 28. In the fourth quarter to Philly, they lost that one again to them 25 to 24. But it didn't matter. They blew them out so good in the first half. It didn't really matter what the Sixers did to win those two quarters. It wasn't won by enough to make them win the game or even come close to winning the game. Justin Edwards, 25 minutes, he ended up going 4 or 12 from the field, 2 or 7 from 3, and 1 off from the free throw line for 11 points. He had a lot of perimeter shots that just wasn't falling. So he tried to score in the paint sometimes, and it kind of worked, kind of didn't. In this one for him, he did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 16. And plus minus Dominic Barlow played 27 minutes. He went 4 or 7 from the field and 0 or 2 from 3, which was good because he took a good amount of shots and missed almost half of them, which isn't that bad. For 8 points, he did have the most rebounds in the starting lineup with 9. He also had 4 assists, 4 turnovers, and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a minus 18. And plus minus Bona, he played 15 minutes. He ended up having 6 points. He went 2 or 3 from the field. He also missed his only 3, which was the only shot that he missed. He also went 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. 3 blocks was tied for the most on the team with Trendon Watford. He did have 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, was a minus 7 and plus minus. And then you look at Quentin Grimes. He scored more on the perimeter. He went 1 to 5 from 3, 1 to 2 from the free throw line, 5 or 12 from the field for 12 points. You thought he'd have more. You thought he'd do more. It didn't really happen. In this one, he had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive board, no personal fouls, was a minus 21 and plus minus. And BJ Edge game, 23 minutes, he had 9 points. He couldn't make a shot. In this one, he went 3 or 12 from the field, or 3 from the 3-point line and 3 or 3 from the free throw line. He tried to pull ups, he tried to drives, he tried to wide open shots. None of it worked for him. He got good vision in this game and made some quick passes that led to baskets. 4 assists, no turnovers, 3 rebounds. He had a block. He also almost fouled out. He was the only guy that had 5 personal fouls on the team, and that cut into his minutes, and on top of that, he got blown out. So they needed him on the court more. They needed him to be better shooting the ball. He couldn't really do that tonight, though, for him. And then Trendon Watford, he ended up going 3 or 7 from the field, but he went 6 or 6 from the free throw line, did a good job attacking the basket, going straight at guys, showing them that he's not slowing down or fearing them. And even if they're trying to bump him or knock him or try to block his shot, he just wasn't having it. He did have 12 points. He also had 3 rebounds, did a good job of reading the floor and finding his teammates. He ended up getting 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, and he also had 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, was a minus 9. And plus minus Marjon Beauchamp ended up playing 20 minutes. He ended up having 16 points. He was 6-11 from the field. He's showing that he can shoot a little bit. So that's something that he had to work on and something he needed to improve on. He went 4 of 8 from 3. Still was able to drive when he wanted to. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnover, and a block. No personal fouls, and a minus 4 and plus minus. Dalen Terry played 18 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 4 or 7 from the field. He ended up missing his only 3. He had 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls. It was a minus 9 and plus minus. Good scoring, good efficiency, good shot selection, and good job keeping the ball moving. He also, Andre Drummond played 28 minutes. He had 9 points. He went 4 or 10 from the field, 1 to 4 from 3. He ended up getting close to a double-double, but he did get 10 boards. That was the most on the team. He also had 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 offensive boards. He did have 5 personal fouls. In this one, just like VJ Edgecombe, and he was a minus 18 and plus minus. I guess him and VJ was the only two guys that came close to fouling out on the team. My bad on that one. And then Cameron Payne, 18 minutes, 5 points. He went 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from three. He was hot the last couple of games. He cooled off in this one, especially when it came to the jump shot. He did have 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 17 and plus minus. And then Kyle Lowry actually got on the court. He played 18 minutes. He went 0 of 2 from the field, all wide open threes. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover, 2 personal fouls, and was a 0 and plus minus. And then you look at the Denver Nuggets, everybody on their team played as well that was available and healthy. Aaron Gordon was able to score in the around the basket and also went 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. He finished 4 of 8 from the field. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 12 points in only 19 minutes. He did have 5 rebounds, and he also had 2 assists and 2 turnovers in the steal. And he also had 1 personal foul and was a plus 17 and plus minus. Good shot selection. That's what Aaron Gordon is always going to give you. You just got to find him, and then he has a good chance of making the shot when he gets the ball. Cam Johnson, 23 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He does similar things to Aaron Gordon. Move without the basketball. Try to cut. Try to get open for threes. Try to drive when you can, or make the right pass whenever the opportunity occurs. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnover, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 22 and plus minus. Nikola Jokic was the only guy to not score in double figures for the Denver Nuggets. He ended up playing 25 minutes, had 8 points. He went 4 of 7 from the field. He missed his only 3. He did have 14 assists, though. He also had 7 rebounds and 5 turnovers. He had 4 personal fouls and was a plus 4 and plus minus in this one. And you look at it like Nikola Jokic, he actually didn't score in double figures, but it actually is true that ended up happening in this game. But he still was able to impact it at a high level, as he usually does with his playmaking and rebounding. And Jamal Murray, 26 minutes. He only had 12 points. He went 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He did have 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, 2 offensive rebounds. It was a plus 23 and plus minus. He's a good ball handler. He's a good attacker. Even if he's shooting jump shots, he's going to still try to drive sometimes too, and that can find teammates and that can get him a good look. Also, Christian Braun, they kept leaving him open for some reason. He went 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He finished with game high 22 points for the Denver Nuggets when it came to scoring the basketball. He did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists with no turnovers, a lot of catching drives and catching shoots for him. 1 steal, no personal foul, a plus 21 and plus minus. Zeke Naji, 9 minutes, 2 points for him, 1 of 3 from the field. He missed his only 3. He did have 2 rebounds, no turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive board, 2 personal foul, was a plus 2 and plus minus. Spencer Jones, 24 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 3 or 4 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. He made the 3. He was able to drive when he could. He had 5 rebounds, which was really good in 24 minutes. He also had 1 turnover, 1 steal and a block. He made plays on the ball. That's all you can ask him to do is play hard as he could, and he usually does. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls was a plus 8 and plus minus. Jonas Valanciunas, get deep as you can in the paint or just try to attack a little bit in the in-between area of the free throw line in the mid-range or near the basket. But he didn't do a good job of making those shots. He went 3 of 10 from the field. He missed his only 3 and went 2 of 6 also from the free throw line for only 8 points in 19 minutes. He did help, though, with the rebounds because he had 9. That actually was the most on the team tonight. He also had 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebounds out of the 9, and a personal foul was a plus 15 and plus minus. Tim Hardaway Jr., 19 minutes, 9 points. He went 3 of 11 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, and 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He was shooting the ball quickly, but he wasn't getting the results that they needed because he missed a lot of shots. Even if there was good looks or open looks, he couldn't make those. Anyway, in this one, he did have 4 rebounds, 4 assists with no turnovers and a steal, and no personal fouls. 1 offensive board was a plus 7 and plus minus. Tyus Jones, 10 minutes. He ended up having 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. He ended up pushing the tempo real well, picking up the pace for him, and he was able to make a shot at the rim and make a wide open three. Bruce Brown, 19 minutes, he had 12 points. He went 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3 point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Didn't just cut, he found other ways to score. You have to like the fact that he's been doing that a lot more in the last month or so. He did have 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a block. One personal foul was a +12 and plus minus. Jalen Pickett, 7 minutes. He had 4 points. He made a three, made a free throw, missed a free throw. So 1 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line is how he ended up getting his 4 points. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover ended his night because he also had a personal foul. It was a -2 and plus minus. And then Julian Strother, 13 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from three. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, no personal fouls. It was a -1 and plus minus. And then you look at the Denver Nuggets, 50% from the field for them, 39% for the Sixers, 48% from three for the Nuggets, 22% for the Sixers, 31 free throws for the Nuggets, 71% for the Nuggets is what they shot from the free throw line, but they did shoot 16 more free throws than the Sixers. Sixers made 15 free throws. They made 87% of them. 53 rebounds by the Nuggets, 42%. 53 rebounds for the Nuggets, 42 rebounds for the Sixers, and then 35 assists for the Nuggets, 30 for the Sixers, and then 13 turnovers. Both teams had that. 5 steals for the Nuggets, 6 for the Sixers, 2 blocks for the Nuggets, 10 for the Sixers. That's crazy that they had 10 blocks in this game. But 9 offensive rebounds for both teams. 44 defensive, though, for the Nuggets, 33 for the Sixers. Like I said, the Sixers shot a way worse percentage from the field and from three, which means more rebounds that you have to get unless you give up more offensive ones. So Nuggets did a good job of closing out possessions with the rebounds after they played some good defense or got some misses. And then 16 personal fouls for the Nuggets, 26 for the Sixers. So bad defensive game for the Sixers, bad defense also on the perimeter. And then on top of that, they fouled the Nuggets way too many times on top of that. And then they got killed on the glass. And they also ended up just not being for sure what they wanted to do sometimes. And that can always get you beat by better teams, more efficient teams, more highly executed teams. The Nuggets, they're always moving, they always passing, they always giving the ball to somebody, and you have to guard them for the whole 24 seconds, the whole 48 minutes. If you're not locked in and focused trying to do that, you have a good chance of getting blown out because once they get going, once they figure out what you're trying to do, once they know what you're going to be weak at, they're going to exploit it and keep doing it until it helps them get a lead. And then it's about, can you come back? Can you get some stops? Can you make some shots? And if you can't, it's a blowout game. The Nuggets are just that good on offense. They're just that tough to guard on offense. And this was a game where, Jokic and Murray didn't really dominate the game points-wise, but they found other ways to keep their teammates involved. And they got hot. They started feeling themselves. And next thing you know, it helped lead them to a win. And the Nuggets, they're just the type of team that can do that to you. And they did it a good way and well done versus the Sixers. So no Tyrese Maxey, no Paul George, no Joel Embiid. You missing a lot of good offensive players. You missing some good two-way players, and on top of that, other guys was out. So it sucks if you're a Sixer fan to lose this one. It sucks that the game wasn't that close. But at the end of the day, one team got to win, one team got to lose, and the Nuggets do it in dominant fashion. And on top of that, they held Philly under 100 points. So that's a good thing for them, too, because the Nuggets defense hasn't been that good. But with guys getting healthier and guys getting back, maybe it can go up a little bit. Maybe it can be a little bit better and make them a tougher team before the playoffs start. So they still got some time to get healthier. They still got some time to play better basketball. And the same with the Sixers. If guys come back before the playoffs start, they can just heal up a little bit more and just try to get ready to play their best basketball and try to get that Larry O'Brien, in their stadium, in their arena, and celebrate with the fans because they got the championship. So both of these teams feel like if they're healthy, they can get some damage. They can do some real things in the playoffs, and we'll see if they can get healthy and start playing their best basketball when it matters the most. Comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully, with more analysis.